Is it back? Okay, it looks green again. I haven't touched anything. I'm just touching the tarot cards. Um, yeah, it did this the other day. It went on and off, on and off, on and off. And okay. Is it staying stable now? That's our seven of cups, man. We're All right. So I was reading Itemus, right? Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, I was freaking out because I have the little square. I don't know if the rest of you use the OBS thing. And there's a little square in the corner, and it's nice and green now, but just when it I was doing that Seven of Cups reading, it was yellow and red and yellow. And then I saw you guys in the chat wondering what's happening. Okay, so I think we're stable now. I think we're good. Um, so Itemis, I guess we all got blown out of the water with your Seven of Cups. Today? No. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the Seven of Cups again for a second, and because I don't know if any of that came through. I don't know if Itemis, is still here or not, but he or she can always look at the recording, providing the recording comes up. So I'll talk a bit about the Seven of Cups again. And oh, good, you are here. Because I don't know when it cut out for you guys. So the Seven of Cups, illusions and delusions. And so I was talking about trying to make lists and how we don't know what we don't know, and we know stuff we need to know and stuff we don't know. But with the Seven of Cups, it's that sense of there's something missing, but you're not quite sure what that is or how to get it. So the suggestion I always give is to make lists, what you have, what you want, what you need, and then as you're working things through, much like we were talking about with the magician, it's one thing to have all the tools in your kit, but you also need to actually use them. So with the Seven of Cups, it's sometimes like meditating can help us figure out what that missing link might be. You might know what the missing link is, and that's where I joke about, smoke a bong and meditate, or have a glass of wine, or whatever your way of altered state, to transcend kind of the clutter in your head, how you can transcend that so you can see what it is you need to do for that Seven of Cups. But it's a good thing. It's seven's a number of having faith in yourself, having faith in others, having faith in the world around you and in your spiritual beliefs. And so it's a really good card about just getting focused on your goals and getting them done. Okay, so Seven of Cups. That was for you, Idamus. Now, okay, so Dung James, reading you gave you on the relations. I don't know, I've given you lots of readings. So I don't know which. You're very welcome, Idamus. Um, so Dung James, I don't know. I'll pull another card while we wait for people to come back, or maybe no one's coming back now and that was it. It's sometimes I remember cards, sometimes I don't. I never know what I'm reading. Okay, actually, I've been talking nonstop for an hour. I need to have a sip of coffee here, and then I'll pull you another card. So think about a good, think good thoughts. What relations would I have if I met another inhabitant out in reality? I don't know. Let's see. And if anyone's watching this and you want a tarot card reading, all you have to do is just say hello in the chat. You don't have to ask a specific question or anything. You just come on by for a free tarot card reading. All right. Let's see. I want to shuffle them really good so we don't keep getting the same cards over and over. Okay, what do we got here? What relations would I have? The Chariot. You got a new car. New cars for everyone. Ugh, getting a leg cramp. At least you didn't see me stand up earlier. That was scary. So the chariot is a seven, much like we had the seven of cups a minute ago. So faith in yourself, faith in other people, and all that. And then the picture on the chariot, there's a little star on his hat. So it reminds us that we're the stars of our own life, much like what I was trying to get at with the magician and some of the other cards we've had today. We have to remember that we're the stars of our own life and then everyone else. And I know that sounds narcissistic, and I don't mean it like that because there's different ways of living our lives, but we have to um, some people aren't very good at putting ourselves first. We do everything for everyone else, and then we get lost in the shuffles. So, this card is a reminder to some types of people that we are the stars of our own life, and we need to take control of our own life and do what we need to do. So, the soldier has a star in his hat, and he's riding in the victory parade. And what's interesting, I guess, with relation to what I know about the type of work you're trying to do, there's a lot of ancient Egyptian symbols on this card with the Sphinx are pulling the chariot, whereas in some decks they're galloping horses and they're really racing and they're running off in two directions. Whereas in the Rider Waite deck, the horses are actually two Sphinx and they're just sitting on the ground, and one's black and one's white. So it's about finding the balance in your strength and using hidden knowledge and hidden talents to get to where you need to go. And chariot often represent, it's movement, it's the parade, it's, a float in the parade or whatever, but it's still a soldier, a warrior of life kind of idea. So, how does that relate to the question? What relations would you have? Um, I guess you'd be in charge because there's like you driving the chariot and two people, or the two horses, or sphinxes, or sphinxi, or whatever you want to call them, there. And it's good. It's a very positive card about moving forward and just getting things done, partnerships, finding the balance, and so on. So I don't know if that helps. It's kind of I was hoping for a different type of card that made a little more sense with regard to the question, but you take it how you want it. See, the Sphinx in this picture are like women because they have breasts. Anyway, so there you go, the Chariot. So if anyone's watching who wants a tarot card reading, all you have to ask. You just have to ask if you want a tarot card reading. 111. I'm going to pull a card for myself because it's 111. Dun, dun, dun. And it's my birthday, it's my birthday, and I can read for myself if I want. But yeah, lots of new followers today. Too bad everyone fell off when we had the technical glitch there. Okay, what's my card? Okay, so I had the Ace of Cups a minute ago. What's my next card? Ooh, Six of Cups. Blast from the past. Oh, Blast from the past makes sense on my birthday. Plus, it's two children, and my two children already said hello to me on my birthday today, and neither one of them lives with me. So, it was nice hearing from them. And my brother, oh, before I do the reading, my brother sent me a card. So he's got my number. It's, it's birthday greetings from the Bark side. 'Cause he knows I love dogs and he knows I love Star Wars. So it's Bark Vader. And there's a copyright infringement right there, showing Bark Vader. But it's my birthday card. So I'm allowed to look and enjoy. Wait, just 1 second. 1 second. I am pulling that card. I just want to make sure everything's up here. Oh, what's happening? Sorry. I am trying to I just want to put out that thing again. Um I don't think I'll get sued for showing my birthday card. It'd be pretty sad. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to find that. It always takes me forever to find it. Okay. Now, I just want to blast out on Twitter again that I came back because we had the big crash and everybody fell off. Okay. Now, where's my chat room? Sorry. Oh, I'm so new at this. Okay. So I'm back. Back in black. Do, do, do. Ah, I wish we could still have music. All right. So back to this. I like the relations between me and M and R. So interesting that you just had the chariot, which was a seven. You just saw me shuffling for like 10 minutes. And now you got a seven of wands, which is a seven. Oh, I just gotta put my feet up. Oh, am I getting a little bit of a ache in my thigh from sitting here for so long? Um, Maybe I should do one of those channels where I do jumping jacks for you all day. Do a weight loss channel instead of a tarot card channel. Anyways, so the Seven of Wands, that's a card about everyone wanting your attention at once and being pulled in two directions. And if you look at his shoes, if you Google the card and look at his shoes, you see he has two different shoes on, and he's straddling a earthquake. So this actually makes a lot of sense for what you're doing, Dung James. It makes a lot of sense for you because it's this card often represents one foot grounded in reality and one foot grounded in the heavens or on another plane or whatever. So it's being torn in two directions. And, sometimes it's work and play, or family and work, or, spiritual and material, and so on. So this definitely is right up your alley here, with all the things you're doing. And then so all these sticks are flying at the person, and he's like, ah, get away from me. Like, but the thing is, this is a card about tenacity, and it's about liking to be busy. When this card comes up, like, even though the person gets overwhelmed 'cause they're so busy, or so much stuff needs his attention, but he likes that. He'd rather be too busy than not busy. So it's a really good card for that sort of idea, where yeah, just everyone want your attention, but so how does yeah, so it's just basically really busy, and everyone's going to want your attention. And you're like, oh, what do I do? How do I get through this? Ah. But it's fine. It's good. It's good. So have faith that you'll get through it. And yeah, so it's not going to be lazy times. It's very much a high energy situation you're going to be in. You're going to have to deal with a lot of stuff to keep everyone happy. But yep, so it's like three people. So if anyone's watching the channel and you want a tarot card reading, all you have to do is say hello in um, the little chat window there, and I'll pull a card for you. You can ask a question, or you don't have to ask a question. It's totally up to you. We've had done several readings here today already, and it's been really exciting. And in the meantime, while I wait for people to ask, I'm trying to draw cards, even though I'm not an artist, so that I can show you cards when you pick cards. And that's a shitty color. Oh, I gotta stop swearing. Okay, okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you heard it. I thought it was really apropos. The Seven of Wands that went with the seven, like the chariot. Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Everybody wants your attention. And wands, don't forget about the suit of wands. That's a lot of creative energy, sexual energy, ambition, traveling, getting stuff done. Think of Sagittarius or Leo, fire signs, Aries. Those types of people are always on the move. They're curious. They're always trying to get stuff done, and off they get bored easy, off to a new adventure and all that stuff. Wand people. I can't remember what you actually are, but we're talking about the energy of the suit and the card. And yeah, so definitely a lot of high energy. It's a good card. It's a really good card. Seven of Wands. I like the Seven of Wands. I get the Seven of Wands quite a bit too, because I do a lot of things. Yeah, it's just busy, busy times. So if anyone's watching who wants a tarot card reading, all you have to do is ask. Just ask. I know there were a bunch of people on here earlier, then everything crashed. Just like nine people, and they all needed tarot readings, and then, I don't know, my internet, it was probably my internet, because I've had the guy here a few times. And plus, I don't have a very good um, internet, I just have a very cheap one, because, I don't have a lot of money. Um, Hope the relations turn out well. Oh yeah, yeah, it's a good card. And then plus that with the chariot, it's yeah, it's really good. It's very positive. There's a lot of cards where it would not be positive at all. Like seriously, it would not. So did you guys watch the eclipse? I kept running outside, but oh my God, even though like outside's like right there, like right behind this curtain here, yes, it was so cold. I actually like had to put on my boots and my coat, and I didn't put on my coat, but I put on many, many layers of thermal things and scarf and hat just to like go out and go click and come back. I guess just go look at the tape because I don't even remember either. Once, because all these actually, when we crashed about what 20 minutes ago when everything crashed, that recording's probably already up because Twitch does it. I don't touch it. Twitch just does it. They put the recordings up, so it might already be there over there. If I answered it before the crash, I guess now today is before the crash and after the crash. We can mark our time. And did I answer all your questions? I think it's just us right now, anyways. Oh, actually, I don't know, because my computer says one thing and my phone says another. But anyways, Doug James, if I missed the question, ask again. I'll pull another card. And if anyone is watching and you want a tarot card reading, just come in and say hello. You don't even have to ask a question. I'll just pull a card for your message of the day. And it's my birthday, so say happy birthday to me. This is my party, coloring and working. Yeah, my birthday is all about working. I'm just reading for all you guys for free. It's funny. But yeah, I'm excited about all the people following me now. And it get it make it wasn't asking questions, just hoping that relations between the inhabitants and you turn out well. Yeah, well, we got the Seven of Wands and the Chariot for those things, right? Those are good. Those are good. Those are good cards for that sort of thing. So it shows a level of excitement and curiosity and acceptance. There may be clashing, but the Chariot and the Seven of Wands weren't really about fighting or conflict. Because even though the Seven of Wands, he's going, ah, and everyone's coming at him, it's not conflict. It's just everyone wants his attention and he has to deal with it one at a time. Like a mom with 10 kids. You have to, like, yeah, mom, mom, mom. It's not a conflict. It's just, okay, I have to deal with this, I have to deal with this, I have to deal with this. Um, and be firm about it. Because the wands, it's a wand. It's, a wand, like a wand. So being firm as opposed to the cup, which is more emotional and that sort of thing, or the pentacle, which is business, or the sword, which is, can go either way with communication. It could be like off with your head, screw you, or it could be, yeah, I'm listening and happening and hanging out, so it's all very, it's interesting and how it's going to turn out or not. And if you're here looking for a tarot card reading, just say hello. Okay, so I did the knight. I wish I knew. I need a list of what I've done and what I haven't done. So where are my cups? Okay, there's cups. Page of cups. Did I have a king and queen of cups? don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, so I have Jacobs. Two. So if anyone's watching who wants a tarot card reading, just ask. That's all you have to do is ask. I think I'm almost done. I think I'm almost done writing all these cups. So I have the page, knight. I think I just need a king and queen. I don't think I did one yet. How exciting. Do I have any blank cards? There's one. Actually, before I do that, no, I can't reach. I was going to see what my date book said, um, but like, because the witch's date book that has information, but I do not have it within reach without everything falling down on my head. Okay, so page knight. Okay, so I'll do the queen. Let's look at the queen. Oh, hang on. What's that? What's that little blinking on my phone? Oh, another happy birthday. I'm gonna go look at that. Is anybody, oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I've been online so long, I'm just catching up with some of these messages. I'll never catch up on Facebook. I haven't even gone to Facebook. This morning when I woke up, there was almost 200 happy birthdays. So I know there's gonna be more. And okay. What's this duplicate tweet? Well, it is, but it isn't. Okay, I think I saw my email. Sorry, I know this is so exciting looking at someone who isn't looking. All right. Oh, okay. So I have. Oh, hi, Dung James. Okay, Dung James is still here. So I was looking away. I just wanted to, it is my birthday, so I just wanted to see the messages if it's anything super important, but there isn't. Oh, and then Goobadoos. Hello. Hello, Goobadoos. I will pull a card for you. Thank you for coming by. Oh, yeah, yeah. Dung James, I didn't think you were being rude. And I hope you didn't think I was being rude. I sort of spaced out. I'm not used to just sitting here for so long and my butt hurts. This is it's like I'm so trapped in here. I can't stand up because of the way everything's. Anyways, Gooba News. I am going to pull a tarot card for you. Thank you for coming by, and I'll give you your message of the day. Now, I don't know if you know that I cannot actually show you the card because I do not have copyright permission, but I use the Rider Waite deck, so you can Google it. And hi, GXCI. I'm fine. My name's Sephra, though. But hi, I'm doing really well. Thank you. Okay, so I will do I'll pull a card for Gubanus and I'll pull a card for G triple X C I. I'm sure there's an easier way to say it, but I'm not cluing in. Okay, so Gubanus, your card that I cannot show you, but you can Google it. Your message of the day is Six of Cups. I just got this card earlier for myself. Six of Cups is a fantastic card. It's a picture of, it looks like two children, but it's not necessarily two children. It's one person giving a little cup of flowers to the other person. It's a very wonderful card. It's a card about gifts and giving and opportunities. Cups usually represent the water signs, and they represent love and romance, creative endeavors, and intuition and psychic energy and all that kind of stuff. And the Six of Cups, I often, you are, you're a mind reader. Well, it's not. So Gubanus, with this card coming, it can, I often call it the blast from the past card because it can sometimes mean people coming back into your life that you haven't seen or thought about or heard of in a long time. And back before there was like email and internet and stuff, it was even more crazy when that card would come up. But nowadays, we're often catching up with people from our past because it's so much easier to do that. So with the Six of Cups, with the blast from the past card, someone may become you may hear from this person again. So if this person comes with a job opportunity or a creative opportunity or bringing a present or something like that, that's a positive thing, and you should be open minded to that. And then, but however, if it's an old romance, I'm just getting to this, yes. So it's a good thing, be open to the possibilities that this person has to share with you. However, if it's an old boyfriend or girlfriend, or, I don't know what you are and I don't know what you like. So if it's an old lover coming back and they want a reconciliation, it's best just to say no, even if there's a lot of unresolved things between you, because historically history repeats itself, and this card is about history repeating itself. So if you're considering a reconciliation with someone, don't do it because you're just going to waste time on both sides, and you will end up breaking up again. Because the thing that split you apart to begin with hasn't been fully resolved yet. And this happens a lot in relationships where, including for myself, we go back and forth, and it's like, okay, finally, we've beaten this dead horse. We're done. And so you can save yourself a lot of time because, I've read for thousands of people over the years, and I very, very rarely see a reconciliation that sticks. So just, I certainly hear people out, but for romance, you broke up for a reason, unless that reason is super, fixed up. Don't waste your time. Okay, yes, I'll do you next. Okay, so Gubanus, so Six of Cups, yeah, it's a really good card. Nostalgia, thinking about the past, dealing with children, all these wonderful, wonderful things, and opportunities may be coming. But if it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, don't do it. That's my advice. That's the advice. So yeah, it's a very positive card. Six is a number of harmony and stuff, and you're very welcome, Gubanus. You're very welcome. Okay, so G triple X C I. I wish you guys could talk and tell me how to say your names. Oh, well, you can't say mine either. I'm Sephra. So, all right, so G triple X C I. Let's see what message of the day we have for you. You have the star card. Ooh, look at you. Gucci. Oh, okay, Gucci. Okay, Gucci, you have the star. This is an excellent, excellent card. And believe me, everyone's getting great readings today. I guess because it's my birthday, so the vibes are good. And so the star card actually looks like the Aquarius sign. I can't show you the card because I don't have copyright permission from US games, but you can Google the card, and I use the Rider Waite deck, RIDER hyphen WAITE. So you'll see a picture of the water bearer pouring her jugs of water, jugs of knowledge. From the skies to the earth. And it's a humanitarian card. It's a card about helping other people, sharing your knowledge, sharing your wealth, sharing your joy, sharing whatever it is you like to share with other people. And the star card also is about being the star in your own life, and you're giving off a great aura, a great a charisma. People want to be around you. And then another thing with the star card is that there's a lot of stars in the card. Imagine that. And then one star is really huge and it's bigger than the others. So this, much like several of the other cards, represents a lot of opportunities or ideas or goals you have for yourself. And so this card is a reminder to get focused on one thing at a time and really, really get it done and then move on to the next. And that's important for some people because like for people like me, I'm a scatterbrain. I always have several projects going. I have several jobs and so on. So a card like this for me would be like get focused. And today's my birthday. I'm obviously an Aquarius, so this is my card. So I relate strongly to this card, and it's a very good card. So Gucci, I hope you enjoy this card. Being the star, you're a Gucci. Yeah. So you're a star today. That's your message of the day. Being a star, being a well, thank you for the follow, Gubanus. Being a star and just focusing on your goals and getting stuff done because it's prime. The water is primed, and also on another level too with the star card. If you oh, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. And yeah, so the star card too is great for humanitarian causes or volunteer work. If you do any volunteer work and stuff, it's highlighting that sort of thing too. All right, so I hope you liked that. Thank you for coming by and thank you for the follows, everyone. And thank you. Yeah, this is fun. Having a good day. I'm having a good birthday. All of you coming by and saying hello. Yeah. Thank you. So if anyone is watching, you're seeing how this is done. And if you haven't had, oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. If you haven't had a tarot card reading yet, I'm still here. And so all you have to do is say hello in the chat, and I will pull a card for you so you can get your message of the day. And now, we're in Aquarius right now. The sign changed on the weekend. And so we went from Capricorn to Aquarius. And the minute we hit Aquarius, we had a lunar eclipse. I don't know if a lot of you ran outside to see it, or maybe you watched it on YouTube. Here in Toronto, it was like minus 25 with a wind chill of minus 35 in the night there because today's warmer, but it's dark. But we've been having some kind of crazy cold snap. And it's been tough. It's been tough for especially homeless people on the streets and stuff. But anyway, so with the eclipse, this gave us all a lot of energy, whether we feel it or not, or believe in that stuff or not. You can't deny that the moon is connected to the tides and the waves, and the moon and the sun have poles to us. So when you looked up in the sky on Sunday night at midnight and saw the moon was blood red because it was a what was it super blood wolf moon lunar eclipse in Leo. So it's very powerful. So the moon was blood red, and then plus it was a moon in Leo, and Leo's a fire sign, which is red and fiery. So a lot of aggressive energy. I think a lot of people felt the pull before the eclipse, and a lot of people are still feeling the pull after the eclipse. Because even though the eclipse happened Sunday night, like it's so far away, we still get the repercussions here on Earth of the energy. And so eclipses are a great time for transformation and changing our lives and really examining ourselves. Earlier this month with the new moon, and we had a solar eclipse, but it was we couldn't see it in North America. That was a time for recognizing that we all have a limited time here on Earth, and we need to get our acts together to make sure we're in having quality of life, because quality of life is important and it means something different to everyone. And I was mentioning a little earlier before my internet crashed and everything that it's important to have a life where you feel like you make a difference or you matter or that you're doing something productive. And it doesn't have to be huge and life changing for everyone, for yourself, people around you, but you have to be pretty satisfied with what you got going on because you only live once. And since it's my birthday, I'm really reflective. Obviously, we all get reflective on our birthdays. So try and organize your life so that you're living the type of life you want to lead. And sometimes this can mean like breaking up with romantic partners that aren't working out. And that can be scary and it takes a lot of strength sometimes if you've been with them a while and you have a lot of finances tied up and stuff. Because, yeah, you are taking a gamble and you can lose everything in doing such things. But on the other hand, once the dust settles, you will find yourself in a better space because you can move on and do what you need to do for yourself and to make your own life good. And if you're just joining us and you want a tarot card reading, all you have to do is say hello in the little chat. We're doing tarot readings today, and it's fun. We've had a lot of people come by for the free tarot card reading. And, just follow me because I do this almost every day. It's just doubly exciting because today's my birthday. So I'm really having good energy to share with you. And I need to take a sip of my coffee because I am, thirsty. This time I've adjusted to the fact that since I've kept my coffee in the window, it's cold. And how crazy that um, earlier, just when we hit the 1 hour mark of this Twitch channel, the Twitch crashed. I had a bunch of people watching, and then my channel crashed. And I presume it's my internet. Oh, am I screaming? I don't know. It could be my internet. It could be Twitch. Could be any number of things because who knows. And we had the eclipse. So the eclipse can also make things funky with technology as well because it's the moon and the sun doing things. But if you'd like a tarot card reading, just say hello in the little chat window there, and I will be glad to pull you a card for your message of the day. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone because it's dinging and blinging, so I just want to make sure I'm not missing something that I have to tend to on a timely basis, which I shouldn't have to because it's my birthday and I can do whatever the hell I want. But anyways, if you're watching and you want a tarot card reading, I am here for you. In the meantime, I am trying to create tarot cards. They're not beautiful by any stretch of the imagination because I'm a writer, not a tarot card reader. I mean, not an artist. I'm a tarot card reader. I'm absolutely a tarot card reader. But it's frustrating that I can't show the cards because of copyright permission. I don't want to get dinged for copyright situations, and I don't have permission from US Games to, because I like to use the Rider Waite deck when I read for people because I find it accessible for most people. I know there's thousands of tarot decks. I have about 10 or 12 decks myself. But when I read for other people, I always use the Rider Waite deck because I used to try and use some of the other decks like the Mother Peace deck and stuff like that. But people would get distracted by the images on the cards, and I felt like the readings weren't as valuable to the clients as they could be because the clients were too wrapped up in the deck than in the message that the deck was bringing them, if you kind of know what I mean. So that's why I use the Rider Waite, because it's kind of basic, but it's very Jungian and Freudian, and it really incorporates the astrology and numerology as well. And a lot of people like all the various aspects. When I first learned to do tarot reading, I didn't realize how much astrology and numerology were tied up in the deck. And I have to say that if I had known numerology was so interesting, I probably would have done better in math in school. Like, even if they taught us like a number grid or something in school, and maybe they do now, I doubt it, but maybe they do, or how numbers really are so fascinating, I probably would have done much better and maybe would have gotten a good mark in math. Maybe I wouldn't have dropped math. Yeah. But things, this is life. Life's a journey, and we're all on it. We're all just trying to live our lives and get things done and be happy. Like I said, it's my birthday, so I'm thinking a lot about these things. I'm feeling pretty good. I made a dramatic life change a few years ago, and kind of reinventing myself, and some days are easier than others. But I don't cry when I wake up in the morning anymore, and that's the most important part. So if you wake up crying every day, because you hate your job or you hate your spouse or whatever, like, you're the only one that can make the change. And it's hard and it's scary. It's really scary. Um, Especially if people don't really know what's going on in your life, it can be really scary to make dramatic changes. And you kind of find out who your friends are too. But if you want a tarot card reading, you want help with that change or that transformation, the lunar eclipse is all about our secret sides, our secret selves, our secret dreams and desires. And it's about transformation and creating the life we want to live, creating a life we want to lead. And, you know, only, you can only, you're in charge of your own life, and only you can manifest what you need, because you're the only one who knows what you need. And much like the Seven of Cups we got earlier, um, in the readings today, we have to get focused on what we need. And sometimes we don't know what we want, and we have to consider, if we feel like something's missing, then we're the only ones that can figure out what we need, right? You're in charge of your own life. And it can be hard to understand that concept. Um, some people get it, some don't. And I know it took me many, many years, even though I'd say it, I didn't really get it until, maybe about 10 years ago. I didn't really get the concept of manifesting our own lives and living an authentic life and living the life we want to live, and uh, whatever that may mean to us, whether it means waking up every morning and meditating, or maybe it means eating a chocolate cake on YouTube. Maybe, no, sorry, I just saw so many, what are they called? Mukbangs last night. I went down a mukbang hole last night. It was interesting. It's interesting to me because I'm from the generation where women are kind of shy to eat in front of men. And so to actually see all these people eating on YouTube ginormous meals, like this one woman ate 12 tacos. Um, it's interesting to me because I think because like in my generation, we're brought up in shame. Like, you don't eat in front of people. Eating is, for pigs, or even though we can tell I love to eat and I do eat, but it's interesting. Or, like if you ever saw Gone with the Wind, they made all the girls eat lunch and take a nap before they went to the party because they weren't allowed to eat at the party because women aren't gluttons at parties. And of course, that's the old South and like 100 years ago, the Civil War. But that kind of attitude kind of remains to this day. So to see these ladies and men on YouTube, like just eating these huge, 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 huge meals. Like I said, the one person had 12 tacos. Uh, then I went down a rabbit hole of people eating at the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas. They have like burgers this big. It's like, oh my God, they look so delicious. It's like I think I could eat one, maybe two. If I was in a contest, I could probably eat two patties of that Heart Attack burger. But I think there were 7 or 8 patties on that Heart Attack burger. It was pretty insane. But yeah, I'm just babbling unless someone wants to ask me something. If you want to ask me something, I'm here for you. You want your message of the day tarot card reading? I am here for you. My son has told me I'm never allowed to stop talking on the Twitch channel. I'm not allowed to just color in silence. I have to continuously talk. So this is what I'm doing. Maybe I should. Oh, hi, Dung James. I totally believe in aliens. Absolutely. I'm pretty excited about. What? There was some recordings they caught from outer space. They think it might have been aliens trying to communicate. Yeah, I love aliens. When I was, I think I was in grade 7, I wrote a book. Back then, books were what, 10 pages, about an alien who came and hung out at the school with all the kids, and she disguised herself as a school kid. They were friendly aliens. Yeah, like Close Encounters was one of my favorite movies. It came out when I was a teenager. I think I was about 14 or so when Close Encounters came out. And the original Close Encounters um, in the theaters, they didn't show you the aliens, the original version, the first time it came out, and so you just had to imagine what they might be when they caught, when they interacted and went on the spaceship, and then they redid that movie and added some aliens, and I hadn't seen that movie. I don't even think since it came out, to be honest, except for clips here and there. But then it was on one of the specialty channels about I think about 2 years ago now, and so I watched it with the new footage, and I realized that they're all assholes, man. Not the aliens, but the people. Like the guy just chucks his family and runs away on this spaceship. Like what the hell? So when I watched it as a teenager, it was a much more romantic story than when I was watching as someone who's been divorced twice and has a couple kids. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? And then of course E.T. came out, and E.T. Was fun and exciting. And yeah, I watch a lot of those alien encounter shows. When I was a kid, a lot of those movies came out. What was it where they show the crop circles? Yeah, I saw The Day the Earth Stood Still way back when I was a kid because it's black and white. It's like what, made in the 30s or whatever. Um, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, the 50s. I know it's old. It's black and white. And I saw it as a kid. I haven't sat and watched it since. But yeah, I'm totally down with the aliens. I've always felt there was life. I remember when I was a kid, I had like people were like so religious. Well, people are still, I guess. But I went to someone's house for dinner. I was like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10, and they were very religious. I think Christian or Lutheran or something like that. And we all started talking about aliens somehow, and it was my first. Because my parents are musicians and open-minded, and we're no religion at all. They're free thinkers and humanitarians and all that. My dad's a humanist, actually. So I went to this place, sitting around the dinner table, eating dinner with my friend and her parents and the grandma, and I think the grandfather was there too. I don't think he had died yet. And they're all telling me there's no such thing as aliens, there's only God, and there's nothing beyond the earth, and all this stuff. and it hurt my brain so badly. And I was already kind of soured on organized religion anyways. I'd already quit the church, much to my parents' relief. And yeah, I'm just like, this is bullshit, man. Like even even though I was 8 years old, I'm like, you guys are nuts. How can you believe in a giant space fairy, but you don't believe in aliens? Like it didn't even make sense to me. It's like and back in the 70s too, there was a lot of ideas, a lot of science fiction being written about how the Adam and Eve were astronauts, and all the old Asimov ideas and stuff like that was really prevalent in the 70s. And so I was bringing up some of these ideas because I was really precocious when I was little, and I was a huge book nerd. Like I seriously was like 8 or 9, and I was already reading like all these big books, and and had big thoughts. And yeah, these parents just tried to give me the smackdown on the whole concept of aliens and alien life forms. And I must, they didn't come right out and say it, but I'm sure they thought I was Satan, incarnated sitting at their table. Now, interestingly enough, I'm still friends with that woman. She's a woman now, and her father died of Alzheimer's. And they actually opened up their minds a lot more once the 80s hit. They got more. I think it was more the grandmother that was doing the smackdown on the whole you can't believe in anything outside of Earth thing. Um, and because the parents definitely were more open-minded, very, very much more open-minded as life went on. And her mother, I think, is now like 94 or whatever. My mom's about 87. But yeah, you met one girl who argued that British imperialism helped people. Yeah. Man, I can't believe, like, within the modern generation these days, kids these days, or whatever, so many people, I guess because I have about 4,000 friends on Facebook, but I can't believe how many flat earthers there are. I cannot believe how many people say that the moon launch was rigged, or it's a theater, or it was staged, it didn't happen. And it really blows my mind because I did watch that very first spaceship go up, the Apollo 1 or whatever, in what, 67 or so. I was a little kid. I'm not that old, but I was a little kid. But I still remember watching it, the moon launch, and even like, because they did several for many years, and you'd go to school and they'd roll in the big black and white TVs and you'd watch it on the TV. And uh, and then now as an adult and hearing all these kids these days saying it was all faked, no no one's ever been to the moon, there is no moon. It's like, really? Like, it hurts me so much. It hurts my brain that people are so close-minded and that people see conspiracies everywhere. Um, now that I'm older, I do understand that there are conspiracies everywhere and everyone is out to get you, for sure, for sure. But that doesn't mean that people invented the moon landing. People went to the moon. I fully believe that. And you can't tell me they didn't. You can't tell me they didn't. I fully believe in all that moon stuff. And yeah, I believe the Mars rover. I believe the Chinese just went to the dark side of the moon recently, and I think it'd be so cool if we could, oh, after the Snowden leaks, uh, everything. There's always conspiracies, and yeah, and every now and again I go down the rabbit hole of looking at conspiracies because cults and conspiracies have always been a big part of things I enjoy, and a lot of my books deal with cults and conspiracies, secret cults, and people getting lured in and stuff. Um, so I do go down the rabbit hole a lot. And the other night, I was watching a YouTube video of all the conspiracies that people had poo-pooed, but were actually true over the years. And yeah, it was fun to see them all laid out like that, all those conspiracies. Um, but some of the conspiracies I still just shake my head at. Because I think sometimes people just get too paranoid. You have to. kind of trust. Got to trust yourself, trust your gut feelings. That's all we can really do, which is why tarot cards come in handy. Um, because certainly there are people out to get us and trick us and fuck us over for sure. For sure, for sure. There's no question. Not everyone's the good guy at all, for sure. And that's a hard, hard lesson I've learned over the years too, that people would rather see you fail than succeed. And it can be tough to accept that people just, you know, they want to get 500 guns and shoot you in Las Vegas or whatever. But aliens, I am down with the aliens. I totally believe in aliens. I'm not sure what I think they look like. I know for sure they don't look. I don't know how old you are, Doug James, but back, I think it was the 90s, um, they had the alien autopsy on TV. I know you can see it on YouTube now and all that, but it was a big deal at the time because people, much like all the Bigfoot stuff, is it real? Is it not? Is it just a big hoax? Are they really autopsying an alien? They made a big deal. It was Area 51 and it's been frozen forever, and now they're doing the autopsy and all. And I'd watch it with I wasn't so gullible that I believed it was real, but I found it fascinating. That here it is on primetime TV doing this. It's not a cheap spot to put an alien autopsy. But it's interesting. It gets us thinking, and certainly, I do write science fiction as well as horror, and so my mind is always thinking outside the box. And why not? Why wouldn't there be aliens? Why not? And then like Mars Attacks. Is that the movie? Was it Mars Attacks or Independence Day? I think it was Mars Attacks, where the humans are all excited to meet the aliens, and then the aliens just start shooting them. So it was trying to be we're a friendly alien movie, and it's not. They take over. It must have been Mars Attacks. Oh, but even Bumblebee. I saw Bumblebee, last Tuesday, I guess. And Bumblebee's an alien from outer space, and Optimus Prime and all those guys. And he comes down, and of course, the first instinct the army has is to kill him. Not even capture him and study him, or let us shoot to kill. That's it. We don't care if we've never seen this thing before. Or maybe it can talk. Maybe it's come in peace. Maybe it's okay. Yeah. Then they, spoilers, spoilers. But then they take the side of the bad guy. Hey, hi, Richardus. How's it going? Sitting here babbling about aliens. I will pull a tarot card for you. I'm just about to wind up my birthday extravaganza tarot readings, except I get to work actually. This is part of my job, but I have other jobs too. I have to edit someone's book today. So, but let me pull a card for you. So I'll stop talking about aliens for a minute here. All right. So, and I can't show you the card. I don't know if you've been here before or not, but I can't show you the card because I don't have copyright permission from US Games, but I use the Rider Waite deck, so you can Google it. Okay? Rider hyphen Waite. So, I just did. Okay. I pulled a card at Seven of Wands, but I've already talked about that card today. So you can take that as your first card and look it up. I'll do another card so I can talk about something fresh. Okay, Five of Wands, which is similar to the Seven of Wands a bit. And then a death fell out with it, Death. So Five of Wands and death. So definitely a lot of changes coming for you, Rihards. Um, a lot of changes. So the Five of Wands shows people not quite working as a team. So you're probably the one in charge of them. Maybe you're at work and you're the manager, and it's like, dudes, come on, let's get this done. You know? And then and then the death card fell out with it, and it's pointing, the Five of Wands is pointing at the death card. And the death card is a great card. It's about, and I was just babbling on about the eclipse and how we just had the eclipse. I don't know if you were here for that because I can't see who's actually here. I just see that, I just see numbers at 2, 3, 4, 5, but I don't see who's actually watching. So I was talking about how, we had the eclipse a couple days ago, the lunar eclipse, and the eclipse are about transformation and self-reflection and all this stuff. So the death card is about transformation. It's about transformation for the better, and how sometimes we have to leave something behind in order to move ahead, which is why it's death. It's death to an old habit, or death to a friendship, or maybe you have to leave a spouse, leave a job, moving. All these things are death to how it was. And here we are in January. Everyone's got their New Year's resolution. So it's like getting to the gym, changing habits. So death to bad habits, embracing new and better ones, and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it looks like between that Five of Wands, like the struggle and the working as the team, and then maybe you're having a bit of struggle meeting your resolutions, or maybe you have to make some changes, and some of them aren't so great. Like it can be hard. It's hard to have new habits. It's hard to cut friends out of life who are poisoning us. We all have, most of us end up with people in our lives that aren't good for us, and sometimes there comes a point where we have to disengage with them, even if we might tell them to their face, like, I'm divorcing you as a friend, or you just ghost them, you just fade away, all these types of things. But I always embrace the death card. I think death is a good card. A lot of people are afraid of the card because they feel like it's a physical death of someone they love. And once in a while, it'll reflect that. Like, it may come up if someone you've loved has recently died, or someone might be sick and maybe they will die soon, but it usually doesn't mean you're gonna die. We're all gonna die. We already know that. That's a given. And everyone we know is gonna die. So it's more about, like I said, more about just building new habits, getting new ways of seeing things, and creating a better, stronger future for yourself, where you really are very happy with things. But yeah, it's going to be take a bit of work because of that Five of Wands. But I hope that helps. So thank you for coming by. That's your message of the day: Five of Wands and death. Come back tomorrow and we'll do it again. Anyways, it is 10 after 2, almost 10 after 2, and I'm losing my voice because I've been talking for quite a while today. And also, my son's going to be coming by in a few minutes. Um, so I need to hang up, and but it's been so wonderful seeing everyone today. I had a whole pile of people come by for my birthday, so it's so much fun and exciting. And thank you all, Dung James and Rihardis and Peach Please, and everyone else who's come, Alex. Everyone who came by, so much fun. Bannock, uh, getting my memory together. I'm a year older, but I'm still here. Okay, bye. And yeah, so make sure y'all follow me so you know when I'm on. You can grab your next round of lunchtime tarot card readings. Bye. Thank you.